Merlin Don on the mic. Today we will see a match Martial Deeds, aka Blackbeard against Shanks in the Zurich locals from yesterday. In this match I play a more consistent list, Blackbeard consistent list. The reason why is because I'm slowly but steadily preparing for OP10 and I wanted to lose all the deck, let's say deck cards, and play a more Blackbeard list. And I also want to see if I can drop Laboon or not, because I'm seeing many lists with Laboon. I see other lists without Laboon, so I'm trying to decide what is the best of this deck. So I added 2 Sirio, 1 blocker, and it's really paid out, so it's not a bad deck list. Without any further ado, let's go to the matchup. So as you can see here, we play against Shanks. We dice 11 and our opponent dices so 12. It can happen, We go first, we don't have anything to play, our opponent doesn't have anything at his 2 dawn either. On our 3 dawn we attach 1 dawn to our leader and we attack him. He counters that and then we play immediately our Vasco, our 2 dawn blocker. At his 4 dawn turn he attacks us, we take its black hole, and then he plays Lucky Rooks for the remaining dawn. Now we draw a stage and we have exactly the amount of dawn that we need. 4 dawn to play our black hole, negate and KO his Lucky Rooks, and for the remaining 1 dawn we play our stage, of course, and we use our stage, we draw one stronger and we grab another stronger, so it's practically a recycling of a card. At his turn he attaches 1 dawn to his leader and he attacks us, which we of course take, and we hit trigger. This is my era begins. We grab a Lafitte. We have 4 cards now, this is +1, and of course we ditch this Lafitte for the leader's ability, because on his next turn he's at 8 turn and he can play many funny cards. And of course for the remaining 6 turns we play our Laboon and our Dokyu, and we KO his Yasop there. We have 1 dawn, but his leader is buffed to 6k and he has still his leader's ability, so we don't do anything with this remaining dawn. We just play our stage. Then at his turn, 8 dawn attaches 3 dawns to his leader. He tries to kill our Laboon. Of course we sacrifice our Vasco, our blocker here, and then he plays a Marco here at this point. Now we are at 9 dawn and it's pretty obvious what we will do here. First we search with our stage, and from this search we grab, I think if I'm not mistaken, I grab here another Jesus, and I have in my hand 2 more of them. Exactly, I grab 1 Jesus here. So we keep building up our trust. We have 3 Jesuses, 1 10 cost hits and 1 Van Agur in our hand, and 9 dawn. So what we do here is we try to grab as many cards from his hand as possible. First we try to KO this Laboon, this Marco, and he uses of course his effect by ditching 1 event and bringing back the Marco rested. Then we attach 1 dawn to our leader and we attack his Marco, his rested Marco, and we tell him, okay, now you will give us 1 more card. So he has 4 cards in his hand and now he will go down to 3 cards. And then we have 8 dawn remaining. Guess what we will do? Of course we will play our 2 Jesus purchases, who are at 7k each at this point, guys, at 7k each. And we will not forget, of course, to ditch 1 card for the leader's ability. At his 10th dawn turn, he attaches 1 dawn to his Marco and he attacks our Laboon, and then with his leader he attacks our Tokyo from the on KO effect, we grab a card and we buff our Jesus Versus further, even further. They are both now at 8k, and for the remaining add-on, he plays a vanilla Rayleigh here at this point. We are now at 10 don. Of course, there is the play is a 10 cost hits at this point. We freeze this Rayleigh, we negate his leader's ability to reduce the damage taken by 1k, and then of course we first attack with our Jesus, his Marco. He has only 3 cards, if I'm seeing correctly, at his hand, so he will probably not ditch 1 card here for his Marco. He could do it if he had an event, for example, but then I would attack one more time with my other Jesus. So he lets this Marco go. 5k with my leader, he counters. 8k with my Jesus, he takes, and he's down to 4 life. Now we ditch 1 more card. Excuse me, we don't ditch a card yet. We first use our stage here to search further, and we grab a Siriu, if I'm not mistaken. Exactly, we grab a Siriu and we bottom deck the rest of the cards. And of course we ditch 1 card to activate our leader's ability at this point, and we ditch 1 Van Agur. So no one play effects for our opponent. Again, he's a 10 don, but his Rayleigh can't do anything, so he plays 1 5 cost Rayleigh blocker and 1 Pongo, or how is that card called anyway. So we draw 1 card. We are now at 3 cards. First we play our Lafitte. With our Lafitte we search, of course, and we grab a Martial Ditch, 10 cost, and we tell our opponent, you know what, on our next turn, even if you play a Shanks, you know what's coming. You know what's coming now. Now we still have 3 cards left. So first we use our stage. This stage is like crazy. It's like crazy. And we grab a Vasco from this search, or 2 cost blocker, and we play this 2 cost blocker also. We play this blocker because even if one of our Jesuses were to die, or even our 10 cost Blackbeard, we could sacrifice our small blocker instead. Now we have 6 remaining dawns. Of course we ditch 1 more card to buff our Jesuses even more, and of course so that our opponent cannot activate any on play abilities on his next turn. So now I'm doing the math here. How do I want to separate my dawn here? So first I attack him with 9k, he takes that. Then I am attacking him with 10k by attaching 1 dawn to my Jesus. He takes that as well here, and then I have 5 remaining dawns. I attach all of them to my leader, and I go 10k to his leader with my leader, and he takes this hit as well, if I'm not mistaken. As we can see now, he has 4 cards in his hand. By drawing the other life as well, he will have 5 cards plus the card that he will draw from his turn. He will be at 6 cards now. 6 cards, 1 life, and he has 3 bodies on the field. We have 2 blockers, and one of them is the Martial Ditch. First he uses this reducer, Bongo, or how is this card called? He does a -2k to our Jesus. We sacrifice our blocker, and then he attaches 3 dawn to his leader, and he attacks our Jesus. Of course, at this point we don't give him our Jesus. We block. Why do we block? We block because if we give him this Jesus, that's math. If we give him our Jesus, he will attach the remaining 6 dawn to his Rayleigh, and he will attack our second Jesus. and he will kill him because he will his attacker will be at 12k. Our big blocker is at 12k, so we either lose our big attacker or our Jesus, right? So be careful, guys, in situations like that. Do the math. Don't fall into such traps. Like I said, we block that, then he attaches 2 dons, he kills one of our Jesuses, and he plays a Lucky Rook, a blocker. Now it's our turn. We draw one stage, I think, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, because the match is from yesterday. Exactly, it's a stage, so we use our own stage to recycle and grab something else, and this is the winning card, guys. This is the winning card, and I'm talking, of course, about the black hole. So we take the black hole, we negate and KO these Lucky Rooks with our black hole. Of course, we have 6 remaining dons, and we have more than enough to finish our opponent off. So our Jesus gets buffed even further. He's now at 10k. He's a 10k monster, a 10k beast, guys. First we attack him with 10k with our Jesus, and if I remember correctly, he takes, and then we attach the remaining don to our martial deeds to finish our opponent off. And of course we have also our leader who can also attack, guys. Yeah, so that's it. This is how you can also win against Shanks. Of course, I need to point out at this point that our opponent didn't draw any of the 10 cost Shanks, at least not in time. So it can also happen. But this is more or less how you play against Shanks, guys, as Blackbeard. So smash this like button, comment something in the comment section below. What do I do right? What do I do wrong? Feel free to write me down everything that is in your mind. Of course, thank you all for watching and staying with me here. Peace, guys.